Really cool. Let's take a look. The wicker fences. Yeah, the steps have got a bit of bounce in them. Hey, where are we today?
We are at, I can't say it.
Avoncroft Museum. And I didn't know it was a whole museum, but there's something here I wanted to see, and then it turned out it was part of a bigger museum, so I'm going to show you all this, but it's quite cool. It's a bit like Croydon Tramway Museum in the way they've just kept it really old. Also, uneven services. And Stacey doesn't want to leave the gift shop. It's raining, but there's no clouds above us. Collection of telephone kiosks and a post office van. This is what I came for, everyone, and it's just part of a bigger museum. You excited about the phone kiosks? I've come for the phone kiosks, that's all I came for. The collection of phone kiosks. National collection of phone kiosks, telephone exchange and kiosks open today. Let's take a look. Free for public use.
Go. Public.
First aid. Can you?
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's locked, but it's a first aid one. Oh, here's one I recognise a bit more. TARDIS. The number for this telephone is 9533. Oh, can you call? Hang on.
This telephone can only receive calls. So if you go 95334.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the. This is a Mercury card one. No coins or card accepted. 95334. I don't even know if this one works. No. There you go. Hello, have you recently taken out PPI? We can help you with that. Anyone ever use a Mercury card phone? Let's get it work. 95334. Yeah. The light on the top rings.
Are you doing that one now?
Yeah. I just wanted to get the light on the top ring, but you can answer if you want.
I mean, answer every single phone now, aren't you?
No, I'm not going to muck about like that.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, it's the wrong number.
6 emergency
Police, ambulance, fire, the Coast Guard.
service. Coast Guard, yeah.
They say the AA is the fourth emergency service, is that? No. Because they always say that in the adverts, don't they? The
I
fourth.
thought like the war.
So I think I can think of 4 and then I struggle.
I thought the war, like if there's something going on.
Well, I'll give you a clue. Mountain Rescue is one of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, mountain. Yeah.
Because, you know...
I don't know what the sixth one would
The
be.
other one is Cave Rescue. Because
Ah.
they're both part of it. You still dial 999 for any of those.
Really?
But obviously not around here because there's no cave.
No.
Or mountain. So, do go in. It's quite
Are they dead or alive?
quiet. You can have a look now because I'm here on my own today, so I have to be a bit careful. I can't let people go in there.
Switchboard. Stupid question. Is that for these phones?
No.
No.
That is actually, well, the police boxes and all that do appear on there, but that switchboard is not part of the original kit. We put it in there just for demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
So if I lift up this phone here, you'll see you get a signal. Number 32.
Oh yeah, 32. Yeah.
So we've got, not only can you dial into them, but they're on that board as well.
So you've like made a mini network between the
I would have thought so. Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, the glass one there.
Oh, the Mercury.
No, the glass.
Oh, the one behind it.
Right
Yeah.
behind it, the BP,
Without-
yeah.
Yeah, that one. We hadn't got one of those, a KX300. And,
Oh, it's like a different shape.
yeah, triangular. And one of our regular visitors, who's a real telecom nerd, said, "You haven't got a KX300?" I know, we haven't got one of those. He said, "Leave it with me."
So is there somewhere where they kind of just almost like a scrapyard for boxes?
Basically, yeah, you can buy them, and
noises and smells and the.
And he sent this to us right on a pallet. He said, "Hey, you can have that one." I said, "Yeah, no." He said, "I bought it for you." So we've installed it, and
what's the grey, like the grey version of the classic red?
The reason that was in the mountainous areas, they sometimes used to match them in a bit to make them look less obtrusive.
Oh, okay, not stand out.
Yeah. This is quite an interesting one actually, because if you notice underneath the phone there's a box with a handle on it, and you actually wound the handle to call the operator.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it would have a local battery. You see that box down there? That would have a
black
battery
one.
in it. Yeah, it'd have some big battery cells in it. Because these were used in a position where it was too far for the signal to get from the exchange to the box. So you actually had to ring the operator, and then once they answered, your local battery would power your phone. And you would then... You ever heard the expression, someone say ring off? Well, that's when you ring off, when you'd finished the call, you had to wind the handle again.
Oh, really?
To show the operator that you'd finished, because that's the only way they could know. There was no actual sort of current between the 2 points. You've got one of them when you live in a really tough area there, because it's all armoured. Even the coin box itself is special strong steel. Otherwise, you used to nick the money out of them. Because it got quite lucrative eventually when they were putting like 50p's and pounds in.
Which is the earliest one that you know?
That I know. Probably, well, I don't know if you count the classic red ones from London sort of thing. But I kind of grew up with like the BT Cellnet ones. Probably not one that shape. This is the rare one he was talking about. But
more like the square ones over there.
yeah, coins and cards, square ones. Let's go over here. This is a phone card phone. It's got a green handle. And put your used phone cards in this little bin.
The internet boxes, you know, I mean, they were only around for 4 to 5 years.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that one is, yeah.
How much did that cost to?
A lot. You'd have only found them in town centres and
So like emails and stuff.
And that sort of thing. But you see, you had your home computer and your office computer, and you had comms on that. What you didn't have was mobile comms, because that hadn't come in on your phone yet. So that bridged the gap. But they were only being used by business people, you know.
I can imagine there's a lot at stake if that gets vandalised, like in a city. Do you know what I mean? The cost of putting that in to the internet.
I don't know. People didn't seem to vandalise phones quite so much. Anyway, unfortunately, the processor's busted on that. So what we've done, we've switched the internet line onto this.
I was going to say, is that because that's got the @ sign there?
Oh, we switched it onto that, and that's just a PC. We've got it wired in so you can find out interesting things about telecoms.
I don't know if you can see the screen there, but that's just... It's insane. Are you ringing phones again? She's dialing it. My God, those internet ones are insane. Let's go, let's go. These are all the RAC ones and AA and... Hello, your call is important to us. Please hold. Old Tempe coins only. I'm guessing this is an old Tempe. Oh, that is an old Tempe coin. Roadside assistance. Members of the RAC, the Royal Automotive Club. I wonder how many people actually knew that was what it stood for. I don't think these ones are open, but they look fancy, don't they? What's this one? Press. So you press it, and then you'd actually just... And then it's actually got speakers in there. Got all these different... Well, that's a heavy door. Oh! Do you remember? Oh! I don't know, what year is this? Because it seems like it's an H shape. say the year now. Does it? Am I being stupid? Oh no, it's only 2013. Yellow pages. Do you remember the yellow pages? Let's have a look around here. Oh, more of the red ones. Kiosk is closed, but it still looks good. Got the classic red. Got a post box in it as well. No coins required. Do you remember these ones? I could do with that if it rains today. Oh, that's awesome. That's almost like a house phone. I think this is my favourite one, and it sounds just like a house phone. That's what I was like. Just the noise. That is the nicest one. I think that's my favourite. Oh, that's got a modern tone as well. What about that? Which has got the best tone? Is it that or the Mercury card?
See, that just sounds a bit like Nokia to me.
See, I think that one's better.
Try the other one again.
What's your favourite ringtone at home? Everyone put in the comments. I prefer Mercury card.
That one sounds a bit more like mobile phone ringtone, but that one sounds like Mrs. Bouquet's phone.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can explain it. Like those that were quite
So you're going to see more stuff.
quite lucky in a way.
Oh. Maintaining essential service. It's on a boat.
It's a lovely thing. I've got half pennies. Don't have actual money and half pennies.
That person knows a secret. And now through the power of speech, the other person does as well. Long room, conference and function venue. Let's see what's in here. It's the counting house. When they sold cattle. There's another telephone.
What have you brought then? A lamb, a sheep, and cattle?
One longhorn cow and 3 Gloucester old spot pigs.
Excellent. That'll be £350, please.
Fire extinguisher.
I like the acorn.
A fire extinguisher.
Cooperative Society. So we're going to go to the windmill, which is number 13. It's right there. Let's take a look.
Not then.
It's a little kind of archway. Oh, this looks cool.
Walkway to
This looks really cool.
train, maybe.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
The wicker fences. Oh, there's more. I can hear maybe water or trains. No, it's trains. It was open. Find out in a sec. Oh, a sudden drop in elevation there. Little bridge, but no water. That looks cool, doesn't it? Spooky. Church. Oh, that smells rustic. It's a piano. Another little piano over there. I think this is fake food. I thought it was real, but I didn't realise they did a Songs of Praise book. Songs of Praise, the book. Got a mini organ there. The Vicar's Avoncroft Museum visit. Even he visits here. And what I also like is they've got like foot bits to rest your feet on.
This door here is the exact same door I had as a kid.
Oh, and the dress goes the other way, and it's a wolf.
Like the wolf in the granny's outfit, and then you turn the other side and it's the granny.
What's behind this robe, so we'll never know. The Mission Church. That's what it was. There's a picture of it, but in case you can't make that out, there's the real thing. Reminds me of the one at the pumping station. I'll put a link for that vlog in the video description, but oh, this is like old time, all, like untouched. This looks great. Big open spaces. Threshing barn. The beams and the thatch roof. This is the granary, but really, oh look at that car. Avoncroft Museum of Buildings. Look at that round pillar, that's quite impressive. Made of brick. Going all the way down to this windmill in the distance. Massive open spaces if you want like a run around or got a lot of energy. Wind vane with the mouse and the cheese and the cat on it. That's a massive old windmill. It's locked in. Oh wait, hang on, there's some give to that. I don't know. Maybe it is movable.
Open again.
Do you want to go up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the steps have got a bit of bounce in them. You can slide down as well.
If you're suicidal,
You do that.
Is that what they used to do?
no.
Oh, okay. What was that used for?
You'd lower the sacks of flour down.
Oh, okay.
Either on a, they might lower it down on a trolley or just load it down on a rope. You certainly wouldn't have slid it down. Well, welcome to our windmill. It's about 200 years old, and it's a type of mill called a post mill. And this is the post. So the wooden bit of the windmill that you're all in now all rotates around on top of the post at this point here. Because when we operate the mill, three things needed. First thing is wind. We need at least, to mill flour, we need at least 10 mile an hour wind speed, which is a reasonably stiff breeze. Today we'd be okay. We could, I think we're up to above 10 mile an hour today, so we could mill flour today. The next thing then is to make sure that the sails are facing into the wind. Today again, not too bad. I think the wind's coming from over there somewhere. Last time I looked at the weather vane. But if, say, the wind was coming from over there, then we would have to push the mill around. So this involves about 5 of us pushing on that beam at the bottom. The lever lifts the stairs just clear of the ground, and we push the entire wooden part of the mill around. So the stairs would be out that way, and the sails would be facing that way.
So you flip the whole thing around?
Yeah, and it all rotates on
Pivots
top
on
of
that.
the post at this point here. And this isn't roller bearings or anything like that. This is 2 metal plates with grease squeezed in between them, and it's supporting about 7 tons probably of wood and millstone and whatever.
Oh.
So it takes some pushing. Anyway, having pushed the mill around so the sails are facing into the wind, the next thing we need to do is put canvas on the sails. Normally we have the canvas permanently attached, and when it's not in use, it's wrapped round really tightly, wreathed. So it's like a big thick rope, so it won't catch the wind. But it's been taken off altogether at the moment, so doing some repair work on it. But assuming it was there, you would need somebody tall enough to reach the nearest sail frame to the ground, and they pull it round so it's facing down to the ground. They come down to about there on me, the sails, when they're pointing downwards. So anyone who's seen Windy Miller would realise it would be suicidal to try and walk anywhere near them. But they do come really low to the ground, the sails. But it does mean you can untie the canvas and unravel it, and then it pulls across like a curtain. And you can tie it off from ground. Most of it you can do from ground level, so nobody should need to climb up the sail frame to tie it off. Once you've done the first one, the wind will bring the next one round, because you've got one sail with canvas on. Luckily there is a very big break upstairs that has a rope attached to it that can be lowered down to ground level outside, so you can stop the mill at the appropriate time to put the canvas on each of the other 3 sails, and nobody's carried off into space while they're trying to do it. So when the mill was working commercially, you get sacks of wheat brought into the bottom of the mill and they'd be attached onto this chain down in the bottom of the mill. And the other end of the chain is attached to a beam in the top of the mill that can rotate. And when the miller pulls on this rope, it pulls the one end of that beam up so it connects with the inside of the big wheel being driven around by the sails. So it will pull the sacks of wheat up to the top of the mill by wind power through 3 trapdoors. This is the bottom one, and there are 2 more directly above. They only open upwards, so they're safe to stand on, and as the sack goes through they'll drop shut with a bang. So when the miller's heard the 3rd bang, he'll know he can let go of the rope and that the sack will have got up to the top of the mill. If he's very lucky, he'd have an assistant up there who'll take the sack off the chain, and there's a big square grain bin up there that the wheat's emptied into. And from that it's fed down into a small hopper that feeds it into the centre of the millstones. The millstones are located up above. There's a wheel behind the post with a belt on it, and above that you're looking at the underneath the fixed millstone.
Oh yeah,
so
the white.
Yeah. So that's called the bedstone. That one doesn't move. Above it you've got another stone called the rudder stone, and that one is turned by a gear wheel off the main mill wheel as it goes round.
Is that similar to the stones that are on the ground outside?
Well, those are very crude ones, the ones outside. But the patterns on those are much more complicated. Where the 2 stones face each other, they've got patterns cut on them. So as the top one rotates, the patterns interact. And what effectively they do is pick up the wheat from the centre of the stone and gradually push it out between the stones to the edge, slicing it finer and finer all the time. So by the time it falls out from the edge of the stones, it will fall out as flour. And just to give you a sense of how fine we're talking about, a single tiny grain of wheat produces about 20,000 particles of flour by the time it's been milled through the stone. So it mills very, very fine. The gap between the stones is normally 0.8 of a millimetre. There are lots of things to bang your head on before you go up. That beam there is my favourite because it looks a long way up, but in fact on the 3rd step it's not. But there are other things to bang your head on, so be careful.
The size of that sprawl beam, and there's a big wheel.
I've got my hand in that, Mike.
Yeah. You see where they bricked over one of the windows? It's a nice little garden as well. That a beehive over there?
Yeah, looks like it.
The smell of smoke on things. This is a bygone age. Ooh, those steps seem dangerous. How do they get the bed up here? Those steps. Some crushed eggs and some Bible stories for young folk. You want to see something paranormal? See this? So weird. That's so odd, isn't it? It's like my shoe size. Is that an air raid shelter? So small one. With a little bed inside. Let's have a look. Please come in, there's more to see inside. Presenting Patsy. She can't cook.
Things that's what my grandma had.
Is that uranium glass? Most of the Joneses have to tell me if that's uranium glass, that green glass over there. Kids' room. The room you can go the furthest into. It's got a little chain there, but brushes and old Christmas decorations by the looks of it. Oh, it's like a little soldier man as well. If it's any writing. Oh, got a nice design. Dustpan and brush. The Book of Spells. I think someone just made their own cover for a different book, but they put Book of Spells. To preserve perishable foods, it's called an ice house. And it is quite cold in here. Whoa!
Whoa. Right.
That's quite far down, it probably doesn't look like it on camera. What can you see?
Sometimes costing as much as £50 per
I'll
brick.
have that one today.
All bricks require drying before they're around 3 days.
Oh, that is really heavy lid. This is the orchard at the edge of the property. History of orchards or the wassailing.
Another important tradition that started around this time is wassailing, which comes from the words wass hole, or be of good health.
Spire. St Paul's Church spire. Feel inspired. The exit shop, as they call it in Dudley, which isn't far from here. No, it's just a souvenir magnet, but it can go in the collection. Hey.
Hey!
What did you think about Avoncroft Museum?
Avoncroft Museum was really, really nice.
What was your favourite bit?
Favourite bit was the telephones.
Yeah, that was the main
As
reason I
much
went.
as I've got appreciation for like old buildings and things,
Building museum.
it's definitely the telephones, just because they're more interactive.
And it was £12.50 to get in, which isn't too bad.
That's not
And
too bad.
yeah, decide if you want to go here.
We've got cake.
And we've got cake now, so let's go. These are all the RAC ones and AA and... Hello.